Once again, we are talking about Spider-Man 4, and this time, the one starring Tobey Maguire. Recently, director Sam Raimi said, well, if things go in a specific direction and things work out, we could do a Spider-Man 4, as there seems to be interest on all sides. And it looks like Tobey Maguire is once again interested and wants to do it. So obviously, it's one step at a time. Just because the director has stated multiple times, yeah, I'm interested in it, and the actor has teased it and outright said, well, if we could work it out, let's do it. It doesn't mean it's gonna happen and or it's happening right away. Of course, if the studio was smart, they would look at the scenario, look at the reality behind it, and go, maybe there is something here. But this is Sony, and, well, we've seen Sony's Spider-Man decision-making with a spunk, so I don't know. But when Tobey Maguire, again, is saying, let's talk about it, let's see what happens. Talking about the good experience he had working with Marvel Studios on Spider-Man No Way Home. Talking about how it made him love Spider-Man again, and how he missed that. And then saying, well, if Raimi wants to do it, I mean, who knows? And then saying, yeah, I'll do it. Let's just see what happens. I think you start to see that maybe there's a little bit of a, hey, if I put this out there, they know. And there's going to be pressure on them. And people are going to talk about it. And there's possibilities. And if I do interviews, it's going to come back into play. It's sort of like willing it into existence, right? Remember how many times Michael Keaton during the years would be like, man, I wish we made a third Batman movie. Or man, I wish we could have continued. Or if there was an idea, I would love to come back. And nothing happened for decades. Almost 3 decades. And then suddenly he's back. And you're like, wow, okay. Wow, didn't expect that. And then it happened, right? Unfortunately, they canceled the other spin-off films that would have focused on him and been like direct sequels, but hey, it's possible now. Hollywood knows, people want it, there's a nostalgia factor to it. By the end of this decade, Spider-Man lands in the sweet spot, where it's the 30-year nostalgia factor. And if you capitalize on that, I mean, money just pours in. So, let's see, because he wants it, the director wants it, Sony said they're interested. Seems like everybody's interested. Now just the conversation's got to happen, and then one thing leads to another.